Today is 959 day that I share lessons I learn. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams. Your goals allow you to become the person that you want to become. My first lesson was about legacy. I said that I'm starting my YouTube channel because I want to leave a great legacy. And I'm able to build a legacy day by day. But I never really did a lesson on why is important that legacy. What is the reason behind the legacy? I think that is very, very important because on a daily basis, every single day, we're able to build brand. Brand is the present, a live thing that we're able to build every single day. And then brand translates to legacy. But today we'll focus on 8 things that really, why that legacy is important. Every single person has different reasons to leave legacy, and it's told different reasons. And we need to understand what is our reasons. I have my own reason. I will share at the end what the main reason for me to leave my legacy. And it's very, very important. But first, we'll focus on those 8 that potentially could be one of the reasons that as well, why it's important to leave a great legacy. So number 1 is sense of a purpose and fulfillment. That's a great reason to really have that legacy. Because when you really build your brand, you have that contentment, purpose, fulfillment, joy, bliss, really pursuing something meaningful, building that brand. What is the brand that you want to build? How you want to see other people see you. Now, of course, we understand that we're not able to really to make other people see us in a way that we potentially want, but we are able to influence by our actions, by our execution, by our ideas, about the things that we do, because we are able to control our own actions. And those actions will dictate how other people see us and what kind of brand we're able to build. The most important part is the brand inside, and that is a purpose and fulfillment. Second thing that we need to think about legacy is influence on future generations. Now, of course, we're able to influence now generation, like we're able to make a difference in other people's lives. But when you make a difference in someone else's life, it might be that you influence generations to come. You never know how that one influence, one idea, one significance impact on one person, that one person could impact thousands of people, and those thousands could impact millions. We never know how one kind action could lead to massive, massive difference. So I truly believe that we always need to see that our impact right now will influence future generations in one way or another. Of course, we're able to really influence future generations by leaving some kind of books, some kind of videos. Even my videos right now potentially could influence future generations that they will come. Maybe someone will watch this video after 20 years. And maybe be that some people are not born yet who will be able to watch this video and say, wow, how they were to think about it. Now, maybe things will be changed. The tools that are using. That's why I think that always the number one thing sometimes why I will love to be younger, only just to see the technology that will come in the future, changes, improvements, because that is very, very exciting. And again, we're able to influence future generations every single day. And that's a legacy that we're able to leave behind. Number 3 is preservation of culture and history. That could be a history as well. That's legacy as well. That means we're preserving what was important, the values, beliefs, things that we cared about, the culture. All those things could be part of the legacy that you want to leave behind because that's what's important. And I think that's a lot of times where people could really care to bring in that past, because of course, we want new things, we want new technologies, but sometimes we look into what is those foundational cultural things that really brings us together. Because not always new is the best. Sometimes always even better than new. And being able to have that legacy, bringing those most important things, values, beliefs that is unchangeable, is very, very important as part of legacy. Number 4 is inspiration and motivation. This is, again, a great legacy to leave. The reason, inspire other people, to motivate. And I really love the inspiration part. Or aspiration, because inspiring is by leading by example. So doing something right and inspiring people to do the same. So showing that, I was able to do it. If I'm able to do it, then you can do it as well. Because motivation is sometimes you are not doing it, but you're able to say, you can do it for sure. You can do it for sure. I believe in you. I encourage you. I empower you. And you can do this. I truly believe that you can do this. You have the strengths, everything needed to pursue things. That's great. It's great motivation. But inspiration, something that's even much more powerful. And be able to leave that legacy and show example to other people how to live their life, how to pursue the things that matters. Number 5 is social and community benefits. Be able to leave legacy to really improve community around us. In what ways we able to really build a community, build a social life to make sure that when we leave community better than we came. I think that is always supposed to think about. We could potentially be givers or takers. We potentially be givers or takers. So adding that value, serving people, and have the legacy where everyone knows this person made a difference. This person made a difference in his social circle, in his connections, in his friends, in his family, in his community, because he was focusing. It was important for him to leave a legacy where the community knows that this person made a massive difference in the community, one person at a time. Number 6 is personal and family identity. This is a massive personal and family identity. So that means that having that authenticity in the family, in yourself, and being able to really express that in the highest level, seeing what kind of lessons you learn from your dad, from your mother, from your brother, from other family members, and really express that in your own way, that other people could learn those lessons. Because every single person has lessons to share. Some people have more, some people have less, but every single person has those. And that identity is built for all those lessons that every single person has to share. And I think that it's very, very important to leave a legacy to represent your family in the highest possible way. A very important legacy. Number 7 is encouraging responsibility and stewardship. So servanthood. That could be a legacy. And I think that's a very, very important legacy to leave behind. That's if you are adding value to people and you show that you were content, blissful, joyful, people are looking for people who really are joyful, content. And people asking, so what do you do to live this joyful lifestyle? And I think that when you say that I succeeded, I achieved success when I start to see significance. And I love the saying that when you taste significance, success will never fulfill you. When you taste significance, success will never fulfill you. And that's I truly believe that is when you really show responsibility. Legacy is responsibility and really servanthood and leading by example. Because leaders are the best servers. And really showing legacy of servanthood, responsibility. Because a lot of times people say, this is my right, this is my right, this is my right. But where is your responsibility? I think that we need to start from responsibility, then see about rights. I think that a lot of times nowadays, everyone goes sideways because they always looking to rights when we're supposed to look on other R, and that is responsibility. What I'm able to do by myself, rather than saying, oh, this is my right to do so. Yeah, but what is your responsibility? And I think that is one of the key parts in legacy, leaving a legacy of responsibility, accountability, and say that this, I took my ownership of my life. I was responsible for my life, and I'm leaving a legacy that other people could be inspired by that. And number 8 is a recognition and remembrance. Recognition and remembrance. Maybe that is the least important, but the same. It's still able to really be recognized. Like there's a lot of great names that are recognized and remembered all the time. People who are scientists, create enormous things that is very helpful now. Writers, people who really made a difference in sports and in arts and every single field, you're able to be remembered. And the most important part, and every single person could achieve that, you can be remembered in at least one person's heart. But we need to nurture that relation. We need to nurture that relation. And if we want to recognition of friendship, because I think that is the most important recognition of all, recognition of a friendship. So you recognize that you are my friend. You are my best friend. You've been there when I needed. You were the same person that pursued the same vision. It's very, very important to leave that legacy that you remembered by the people who cared. So when I think about, I said that I will share what is my most important legacy. The second thing that I really want to make a difference, significance, and then I always believe that I was put on earth to make a difference in other people's lives, because I went through a lot of things. I went through good things, I went through bad things, I went through terrible things. And I always find myself really seeing the vision that I wanted to add value. I wanted to add value to people so much that I was willing to go through stuff that other people might not be willing to go through. Because at the end of the day, I truly believe willingness is number one thing when I think about really moving forward. But the number one thing, why I really care about legacy is my family and identity of my family. My dad lived in Soviet Union. He didn't have as many experiences. He didn't have ability to travel. He didn't have ability to really build himself as I was. And he really went through tough times, and I think that he was not able to live the life that he was living in a small city, even though that he was one of the smartest person I know, one of the greatest leaders I know. I learned so many great lessons from him. And I'm working hard to becoming as great leader as my dad was. And I really want to represent my dad very well, because his legacy needs to move forward. And because he didn't have opportunities that I have, I need to find those opportunities and work and represent my dad in the highest possible way. So, second thing, my brother. My brother has amazing leadership skill sets. And he was not able to use those in the highest possible way. And now I need to represent him, because he was the person that I truly believe was able to really achieve massive success. But he was not able to. And I want to represent his legacy very well as well. Sorry. And the last thing, my mom is an amazing woman. When my dad passed away, she went through a lot of bad, terrible things, but she overcome. She learned new language. She moved to other country to make more money for myself and my brother. She went through terrible things, and she was able to overcome a lot of things because she had a strong reason, and that reason was me and my brother. And if she was able to go through stuff, that means I'm able to go through stuff as well. You're not supposed to be saying, oh, it's difficult that I'm quitting. No, my mom never quit. I know that if my mom never quit, I'm able to really go through even bigger things, because I'm younger. I'm able to really see her example, stand on her shoulders, and really pursue even more bigger and meaningful things. So my family is a massive motivation. I will never quit on my goal. I will never stop working to become the best version of me, because I know how blessed I am, having ability to live with the people like my dad, with my brother, and having that amazing mom who always cares, who always surprises me with different ideas, with different things to share. And say, how you come up with those amazing ideas? And I know that I still have a lot of things to grow, and everyone has those. No one is perfect. I think that the number one thing that I need to learn is that I will never be perfect. And sometimes I used to be afraid to really show that I'm not perfect. I'm imperfect. And I think that's again one of the things that I need to develop, and I'm still developing. But I think that at this point of my life, I went through a lot of things. I learned a lot of things, and I finally realized that there is nothing stopping me from really pursuing the things that I want. It took me a long time to really finally accept all the things in my life, not be afraid of things, to really pursue the things that really matters. And this is part of my legacy, knowing that what I went through to learn, because I know that all the lessons that I learned, I'm still learning, will be share those lessons to other people, that every single person who really have that itch, some kind of itch to really change their lives, improve their lives, get better. Because sometimes you just do not know what is that, who put that idea, who put that vision in your heart. Because not every single person that. Not every single person has that vision. Not every single person has that itch. But I have that itch. I have that purpose that has been given to my life. And I think that my faith really gives me that understanding that my faith, my God gave that vision, gave that vision into my heart, put into my mind, but He never gave me a plan how to achieve it. And my goal is to really find the way, find the plan, find the path to achieve that vision that I've set for myself. And I know that is not for me, because I know that I could not achieve great things for myself. Those things are for my family, for my faith, for everyone around me, just that they could see that everything is possible. And inspiration is a big thing. And legacy, I think that is one of the topics that I will speak more in the future, because I think that there's not enough time to speak about it, because legacy, when you really have that truly legacy, the brand that you want to build right now, when you really have that clear and you have that clarity, it's impossible to quit because you know what you're going after. So I hope you should reflect as well. What is your brand right now? What kind of brand you want to build and leave that brand as a legacy afterwards? So I hope you choose something, and see you tomorrow.